All right. Now, this next topic is going to be a little uncomfortable, a little controversial.
I feel uncomfortable.
We're going to talk about, and there's going to be people that are watching this, and we do want them to make comments and input on what we're doing down below, is the difference between a coach, a tennis coach, and someone who understands player development, because it can be different, right? And then who is just the master CEO of tennis, who kind of wraps their arms around all of it. Because I think there are a lot of people out there that understand whether it be a junior, a pro or coach, all the way up to the collegiate level. You go, hey, look, you're doing what you're doing, and you're doing a pretty good job. But from a player development standpoint, it's just not there. Right. But then you have others that go, hey, look, from a management standpoint, maybe not the best, but they certainly understand player development.
Sure. I think one of the greatest compliments, if you are an individual that is in player development, one of the greatest compliments a player development person could receive is you know nothing about tennis. Okay, Nick Bollettieri, who we've been around many times. How many people say the guy knows nothing about tennis?
Books were written about that.
Yeah, he knows nothing about tennis. Brian Boland at UVA just won his 4th national championship. And I don't know how many times I've been to regional tournaments, ACC tournaments, and so forth. And you know that Brian Boland? He knows nothing about tennis. Now, Brian's just been hired by the USTA to be the head coach of men's tennis. 4 national championships. Again, repeat, 4 national championships at UVA, who was a program that was even top 50 in the country when he took it over. So I think one of the greatest compliments a player development person could receive is they know nothing about tennis. And in one of Bollettieri's books, it actually says, it has a quote, a testimonial from John McEnroe. Nick Bollettieri knows nothing about tennis.
I think it's at the very beginning. But so and by the way, does Brian know that? That those have said that about him? Yeah, he understands it? Yeah. And he probably embraces it.
He embraces it, just as Bollettieri would embrace it, because people that are good at player development, to say that they know that they're so know tennis, they're beyond that. They know how to develop leadership. They know how to motivate people to the highest level. They know how to find the support for the player. Sometimes finding the support for the player is finding the coach, the coach, the guy that can smell the ball, that can coach, who's not the fundraiser, who's not the person creating the team, and so forth. I think it's just like in your business. I mean, you own some businesses, and I mean, you have salespeople, and then you have people who can manage salespeople, and then you have CEO types. Same thing.
Well, the management part is to me is from a player development standpoint. That's all it is anyway. You're managing. Remember, we've done many videos on managing expectations. Yeah. But from and maybe Brian, I'd love to get some feedback on what we're talking about now. In that is when he's managing these players, he's managing each one of them separately and differently.
Yes.
Correct? Correct. I mean, do you feel that he's saying, look, you're my beast at one. These are your needs. We've worked this thing out together. So we know what you need to maximize your potential. Right. And that should be the goal at any level, right? Whether it be a junior coach or Brian, is to maximize the player's ability. So do you feel that Brian would agree or disagree?
I think he would agree. I mean, it's a team sport, but there's 6 balls in the air. And still, whether it's the Phil Jackson type that develops the individual, I think LeBron as a player, he has an extremely high IQ in basketball, and he knows what to surround himself with on what he needs. And I think he's more like a player coach, because he's trying to find these guys in open spots, which is usually open threes. But yes, I mean, I think the Brian Bolands, Nick Bollettieri, Dick Gould, Peter Smith at Southern Cal, Dick Gould, who coached Stanford to multiple national championships. I mean, he had John McEnroe on his team. He had John.
He still won?
Wait. Yeah, he still won. He had, I want to say, Force One just flying over. I think it was Air Force One.
I can tell you that located in Virginia Beach with a very large military contingency. I'll take that sound all day long.
I'll take that sound
all day.
Hey, but Dick Gould, what a recruiter at Stanford. When he recruited John McEnroe to come play his freshman year, John McEnroe was already 21 in the world. That's a heck of a recruiter. So the Dick Goulds at Stanford, the Peter Smiths at USC, certainly Brian Boland, Bollettieri. They know how to connect with those people and get the commitment from the kid on what they're looking for, their goals, their expectations, and being able to service those players, giving them everything they need to achieve those goals. Watching that UVA team compete and win national championships, you had this stud guy, Lucas, at number 1 doubles, and he only played doubles. The number 4 guy, he clinched the match. He also clinched the ACC match. He also clinched the national indoor match. That guy's like Mo Rivera. That's like Mo. I mean, the Yankees closer. So you got these different people, and then he has Carl on the team at UVA, number 3 guy. That man, future pro player, freshman. He was a little bit more timid than the rest of the guys. He
had freshman brain.
He had freshman brain and so forth. So you got to connect with the individual and
well, let me interject. One other addition. You use LeBron. I'd like to see if we could get on this video segment input from Brian and LeBron. If we could, I don't know if we might have we'll have an easier chance getting LeBron at this stage, I believe, than Brian.
I got Brian's cell number.
Okay.
So I got a connection there, and Brian's going to need us in the future for the USTA to help identify upcoming talent. He's going to need us.
Okay.
He needs us on that wall. He wants us on that wall. But LeBron, if we get his cell number, I think we'll be okay. But really, Brian Boland, you received the ultimate compliment in tennis, and that is, as you were climbing up that journey, people said you knew nothing about tennis, and you may still know nothing about tennis, and that's the greatest compliment, I think, for a successful player development person, is they know nothing about tennis.
Well, I think many people that are watching this would say the same thing about me and you.
I think so. So hopefully we have the achievements one day to back that up.
We already did it. But you have a kid playing collegiate.
Yeah.
I have one that just graduated and one that's playing now. So there you go. No? Yes?
Yeah, I would say you and I are probably are just as effective and popular as Brian Boland and Nick Bollettieri. Okay, we're just a book or two short. We got to get a book. All right. Know nothing about tennis. Let's keep it that way.